Hey, my name is Florian Otto. I'm the Director of Communications in NIO. I joined the company in late 2020 and my main responsibilities are media relations. That means working with European journalists who are interested in the NIO story. As a former journalist, I was working 16 years in television. This is one of my pleasure jobs, to be honest, working with the media as a Director of Communications for NIO. And when I was working with the students of the Tongji University, I saw a very interesting thing in 2010 already. They were all learning languages from the European continent. They learned German, they learned English, they learned even French. And I realized back then in 2010 in Shanghai, this generation, one day they will change the world. What does it mean to work for a Chinese company? Well, I would say I worked already in Audi and in Mercedes for a Chinese company, because as a global player, they had their main markets in China. So I was sort of familiar with China, at least through this global positioning of these two big brands. But now working really for a Chinese company in Europe means definitely it's a cultural change. And how I can sum it up? Well, the main difference working for a Chinese company, which is in Europe establishing their new markets, is the speed and the oxygen, which is completely different to companies like the other ones I mentioned. Speaking on behalf of NIO, we will bring the next level of electric vehicles, the so-called smart EVs, to the market. And China in general, they started later with the electric cars, but to the right time, and the right time was the era of the mobile internet. If you start in the era of the mobile internet like the Chinese EV industry, you basically, what NIO also did, build your car around a software and technology driven philosophy. And this smart EVs are the next generation of electric vehicles, and this is by far the biggest advantage of the Chinese industry among other competitors.